Hey, hi everybody. Hi Molly.
Hello.
Wow, look at that. See, look at that beautiful little girl you got
I
there. So
know.
you
Yeah,
look so so Molly is live at GPRS headquarters
I am. Yep,
in Texas, and we're going to get to meet some new headquarter dogs, aren't we?
we are. Yes, we've got quite a few to
Mhm.
feature today.
Good. Well, let's get
Lucky.
started.
Yeah, yeah. We have Fran here. Fran is our first girl up to be featured. And I do want to give like a quick shout out, thank you to everyone who has expressed interest in rescuing from GPRS. We have quite a few new dogs here at headquarters because our adoptions have been up ever so slightly for the last month or so. So thank you, of course, to all the volunteers, the fosters, the people who transport the dogs from the shelter, our coordinators, everyone behind the scenes, because without all this awesome volunteer work, we wouldn't be able to save awesome dogs like Miss Fran here. So yeah, we've got a lot of good new dogs to feature. But we'll get started with Miss Fran. So she was born around June of 2023. So she's around 2 years old, a little over. She's been with the rescue since late June of this year, and she was picked up as a stray from just west of Fort Worth, Texas. So when they found her, actually, she had a pretty severe leg wound on her back left leg. The vet notes say that there was some kind of ligature. When she was found, she didn't have the ligature on it, but she had a pretty deep cut to that leg to the point where the vet was worried that they might have to amputate the leg. And luckily, they did not have to do that. She healed up very nicely. She spent the first 6 weeks with our rescue at another foster home, closer to kind of where she was picked up so that she could heal, get that leg so that she was walking on it again. And once it was safely healed and good to go, she came to our headquarters. So she's been at headquarters for 3 to 4 weeks or so now. She's been acclimating very nicely. She was definitely a little bit timid at first, and she does get a little bit shy when it comes to new people. But I just met her today for the first time, and as you can see, she warms up very quickly, which is good.
We do have a question, Molly.
Yeah. Do we
Barb
trans?
wants to know if you have transport to Chicago.
Yes, we absolutely have transport to Chicago.
There you
Luckily,
go.
we work with quite a few different transport companies, and we can definitely get dogs to almost anywhere in the continental U.S. So, yeah, we've got
I
lots
just
of
put
transport.
the link to Fran's web page into the comments.
Perfect.
And
Yeah.
the application, you got access to the application right there. You can't do
Yep.
anything unless you apply. So
Exactly. Yes. Yes. Need an application submitted, and then go through our screening process, and hopefully we can match you with one of our awesome dogs. But yeah, so she like I said, has been here a few weeks, and what really helped her come out of her shell was becoming friends with two of her neighbors. So she's friends with Evora, who I actually featured last time I was here at headquarters.
mhm. Yep.
And then another one who's not quite available yet. His name is Hercules. So she's friends with a male and a female, and loves playing with them outside. So she would do best with another more confident dog in the home, I think, just to help her come out of her shell even more. One who's playful, because she does like to play. And she is also kennel trained and food motivated as well to get into the kennel. So just kind of tossing a treat in there helps her know that that's a place to go to be safe and chill and all that good stuff. So when I first met her here, she was not super excited about treats, but now that she's calming down, being in the house and all that stuff, I think she'd probably take one that is nice and stinky. So
See,
um,
what happens with this breed is they are boundary livestock guardian breeds. They protect their boundaries and all the contents. So they create a situation where that is their comfort area. And when we
right.
move them, it destabilizes that.
Yes.
So once she restabilizes, that's going to be one amazing little girl,
Yes. Yeah. She loves affection once you get to know her a little bit.
right?
She right now she's like leaning into my leg pretty hard, so she does love pets.
Yeah,
And she does
yeah,
like human affection. We were just talking before the show, like she just has to know that you're someone that she can trust, and then
yeah.
she's awesome.
And I was watching her because when Molly first brought her in, she was panting and everything. She was stressed, and I was watching her comfort level change.
Yes.
Just in that short time that we were talking before the show, that was trying to get the microphone working.
Yes. Exactly.
Mission accomplished, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is it's pretty amazing. I mean, considering that she was found as a stray with a pretty severe leg wound, the fact that she warms up to people and new spaces so quickly is a really awesome sign for her. She's going to be a great girl.
Yeah,
She already is,
and
but she's
and
going to
it's
be a great girl.
Great Pyrenees Rescue Society.org is where things
Yeah.
are. That's where we are today. That's where Molly's at live.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And she is, I'll also mention she's around 70 pounds. So she is a little bit on the smaller side for a peer. So, and she's a pretty healthy weight at that.
I was going to say she looks good at that weight.
Yeah. Yep. She's a healthy girl. She loves to run and play, and that leg is no longer an issue. You can still see a little bit of fur that's still trying to grow back in that spot, but that's really the only way you can tell that she had that wound on her leg. So
So she's all
healing up
healed
very
up.
nicely. Yep.
That's good.
Definitely. So she's a rock star dog, and I think she'll just continue to become more playful and more confident and all that good stuff. But she would do best in a home with another dog and with someone who can give her the patience and love that she's looking for.
That's amazing. What a good
Yeah,
girl. All
she's a
right.
very good
So
girl.
now we were a little limited on video today because just like what Molly said, these are new dogs. Okay.
Yeah, lots of
Except
new
for
ones.
been there a little bit, but we just, I mean, some of these dogs don't even have their bio ready quite yet. All right. I mean,
Right.
they're working on them.
Yes.
But everybody's volunteers. They got to work
Yep.
their jobs first, or they won't be able to volunteer. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Um,
So yeah, next up we have Miss Jen. So we'll do
all
a
right.
quick swap out. I'll go grab Jen, and our volunteer Christine will help take Miss Fran. What a good girl.
All right. And it's not like it's a long way to go. She'll be back very
No.
short
Yes.
notice here. They've
You'll
got the
still hear me in the mic as well.
That's right, because we got the wireless mic working again. But now, foster homes. Let's talk about foster homes just for a second. Great Pyrenees Rescue Society is no different. Rescues are just desperate for foster homes. They've got more dogs that are ending up in shelters and wanting to be surrendered than they have foster homes for. And if they don't have a place to put them, they can't take them. So, and I'll tell you, fostering, I can tell you from experience that fostering is just very rewarding. And it's amazing, amazing experience to watch dogs go from scared and abused to confident guardians. Okay. And there's Miss Jen. Well, she is tiny, isn't she?
This is our tiny little lady, Miss Jen. Yep. So she is our pocket peer, like our official pocket peer of the group. Yes, so she only weighs around 45 pounds or so, and she is healthy at that weight for sure. So definitely our pocket peer. And you can see she has these really cute little badger markings on her ears. So she's got a little bit of that going, which is awesome. And she is actually around 5 years old, they think.
Wow.
Yeah, so she's definitely in that adult phase. She was born around
She's
July.
not going to grow anymore, so she's that
Correct.
size.
Yep. This is her size. This is her healthy weight. So she was born around July of 2020, and she's been at headquarters since early August, early to mid-August. So it's been a little over a month. So she's had a good amount of time to kind of come out of her shell a little bit too. She's a little bit on the timid side, but not like Fran was by any means. And she comes out of that shell like within a few minutes of meeting you, whereas Fran might take a little bit longer than that. But she's, like you can see, she's pretty comfortable already. Again, this is my first time meeting and handling her, and she's a pretty darn good girl. She likes attention.
Boy, look at her. Instead of the
So,
peer call, you get the look.
yes, exactly. Yeah. So she does love human affection and attention.
Wow.
Yeah, and she also, despite her age, is still full of energy. We actually call her Jumping Jen around here.
What do you call her?
Jumping Jen.
Jumping Jen.
Jumping
Okay.
Jen. There was like a doghouse in her run that she was in, and she likes to jump on top of the doghouse and say hi to everybody from that. So
All right.
she's pretty agile. She is one of our dogs that will for sure need one of those 6-foot fences. We do have some dogs that are old enough to where like a 4-foot fence might work depending on the dog itself. But typically we do require 6-foot fencing, and she is one that will need 6-foot fencing just because she's still very agile. Yeah, you good girl. She, as you can see, she's very sweet. She loves affection from people. She does like to use her voice when she meets new people sometimes, which is typical of a peer. If there's somebody new in their space, they're usually barking and letting everybody else know that there's somebody new. So if you're not a huge
communication.
Fan of, yeah, exactly. If you're not a huge fan of barking dogs, don't get a peer.
That's right.
But yeah, she will need an energetic dog in her new home, just because she does love to play so much. So far, she also does well on a leash. When you go bring the leash out and come up to her, she sits down like she's ready to go for that walk. So she will benefit from some longer walks just to help her with her energy levels, and then a buddy to play with, for sure.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
And it could get asked in the comments, but I'll ask for you. Could she go to a home that doesn't have a fence as a leash only?
I don't think that would be a great idea.
Okay. All right. I just asked.
Yeah, just because I think it would be best that if she does have like a yard or a space to just go like run and jump and play.
So she's not necessarily an escape artist, just a typical opportunist. Then. Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I think so.
I like that.
But yeah, as you can see, she's pretty calm. Even though she might be like a little timid at first, I mean, she's calmed down pretty easily already after being in here a few minutes. And I think if she's with another dog in the home, she'll continue to just come out of her shell and grow some more. She was actually here when she first came. She was in a pen with another female, so she does get along with other certain females, I think. But yeah, I'm not sure if we've had the opportunity to cat test or small dog test her yet, but we'll definitely get that information before she gets adopted if you do happen to have a cat or a small dog.
She is a small dog.
She is, right. Exactly. I know. There's some people that
maybe you should do big dog test.
Yeah. Yeah. No, she does good with big dogs. The other dog that she was with was about 80 pounds. So she does good with big dogs. And
that's not very big either. Sorry.
For a peer. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, she's a good girl. She would go be a great foster companion if you're looking to foster, because she's more pocket size. So she doesn't take up as much space as our last lady who we're featuring today. But yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, always remember when we feature a dog from the Great Pyrenees Rescue Society headquarters, typically they are available to be adopted or fostered.
Yes.
So if you're not ready to adopt, or you never had a peer, you want to try it out, you can foster the dog. And if fostering is not for you, at least you gave it a shot.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And helped save a life. Yeah.
That's right. Well, you help save more than one life. Whenever you foster a dog, what you do is you open up at least one spot at headquarters.
Right.
And then headquarters can take a shelter dog, and that opens up spots from the shelter. So it's sad, but it's a vicious circle.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Do I treat? Somebody new walked in, so she wants to see.
I was going to say she's focused on somebody.
Yep. I didn't
and
I
she
didn't pick
doesn't like.
treats today,
Yeah.
but
So so once again, let me get to these comments. There we go. Um, oh, well, now wait a minute now, Marcia. We haven't even featured Carlotta yet, but well, she's public. Um,
yes.
she, oh, she was talking to someone about Big Red too, and he
Oh,
was
sure.
adopted
Yep.
while they were in talks. Yeah. See, this right here is a classic example of why you want to get your applications in early.
Right.
Okay, there's got to take it takes a little bit of time to process through them, and
Yeah.
so then you've got a better chance of you see a dog you just can't live without. You got a better chance of adopting that dog.
Right.
So
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And always keep in mind too that while we do our best to match you with the first choice dog, there might be a different dog in our rescue that would be a better fit for you based on your lifestyle, your home setup, all that stuff. So,
right, yeah. Now Barb says she has a male English cream golden retriever, 104 pounds. Do you think she would be good with him? That's a hard one to answer because we don't know his personality. Okay.
yes. Mhm.
But that's what they would find out when you apply.
Right.
Okay.
Yep, yep. And
Um,
right now, I mean, she's been next to a couple big boys that she hasn't shown any signs of any issues with them. So I think it could be a good fit. It just kind of depends, like we said, on personalities.
right. Well, at least you know there is an application in for Carlotta already. Well, and I'm excited for Marcia to be able to see Carlotta live.
Exactly. Yeah. Hopefully,
Yeah,
we'll be able
I'm
to tell you a little
excited.
more about her that you don't already know.
Yeah, the golden is a big 104-pound marshmallow.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
typical for a golden. All right.
Yes. That is a big marshmallow
Wow,
for sure.
that is a big
And a good
marshmallow.
little segue into our next boy because we think he might be mixed with English cream golden retriever. So
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And
So
our
we're
next
gonna
boy is coming up soon now, right?
yes, exactly. I'm gonna go take Jen back and we'll grab our friend Hector. So he's our first boy we'll feature. I don't think Jen's gonna like me taking her back, but I'll come
Probably
in
not.
afterwards. Okay.
Probably not. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
So
that
here,
was
Jen.
good, Barb, getting your application in and interested in Carlotta. She's a good girl. I don't know if you saw it on the main of GPRS's main Facebook page, but we created a little video for her to as a build up for her being featured today. But it's on the Great Pyrenees Rescue Society Facebook page right now, and we'll play it here today also
He's a good
when we
boy.
swap dogs. But usually we like to have a little promo video, we call them, for each dog. But the dogs were so new that we just didn't have enough information or time to create the video. So, but we're working on it. They're everybody's volunteers. Everybody's trying as hard as they can. And I'm not even part of the rescue, believe it or not. But it's a good rescue. I work with 7 Great Pyrenees rescues around the country for training and behavior. Oh boy, look
Yeah.
at that boy
Hi,
there!
buddy.
Wow, that must be Hector.
This is Hector. Yes.
Well,
Hi,
he's not a
bud.
candidate for the big butt contest.
No, definitely not. But he is a candidate for the big blockhead contest.
The big blockhead contest.
The big
Gotcha. All
blockhead
right.
contest. Yeah, he's got a nice big blockhead, as you can see.
All right. Now, let's before we get too deep into Hector, Marcia, she doesn't have an app in for Carlotta. It was for Big Red, but she would like to switch it over to Carlotta. She needs to know the next step, and I don't know that either.
Yeah, so the next step in that would just be reaching out to the screener and letting the screener know who you're interested in, and we'll then kind of relay that information to the director and our other higher up admins to see if Carlotta is a good fit. So just stay tuned and reach out to your screener to let her know that you're interested in Carlotta.
There you go. And Molly knows that information firsthand because she's also a screener.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And this, I
So,
don't know if this boy is going to want to leave either. He's, he's super
wow.
friendly. Um,
Wow.
yeah, so this is our boy Hector. He's a little bit older of the two boys that we have today. Um,
Oh, that's
so
not fair. He ain't that old.
he's only 2, so he's definitely not that old.
Yeah.
So they think he was born around August of 2023, so around 2. And he came, we picked him up from a shelter between Austin and Waco here in Texas, and he came as a stray. And one of the first things that everybody says about Hector is he's a sweet angel boy. So as you can
Oh,
see,
okay.
he's very excited to see any people. Hi, buddy. Hi. He's a big leaner. But you can see he kind of has like some of that, like that tan fur that you see with a golden. So that's why we're thinking he's mixed with probably more of that English cream. He looks like a dirty Pyrenees, but that's why he's probably more golden.
Okay.
um, so yeah, he was bathed this week, so we do know that this is his actual color. He's not full of sand or anything. So but yeah, he does get along with all other dogs, including males. So he's a pretty easygoing guy when it comes to other dogs. We think, being his age and stuff like that, he'd probably be best in a home with another dog. But he does love to give kisses as well. So he was licking my hands a little bit. I'm told that he's pretty good at giving you some cheek kisses or licks and stuff like that. He's
Wow.
also pretty
Well, he's
food
a handsome
motivated.
boy.
He's very handsome. Yeah. He
Yeah. All
he
right.
is pretty food motivated, so training should go pretty well. And he does well on a leash already. He doesn't do any significant pulling or anything like that. So he's we're a little shocked he's still here. He's been at headquarters for a little over a month or so, I want to say 3 to 4 weeks. Hi, hello. So, and yeah, still pretty playful. And he's done great at adjusting here. There's quite a few dogs here, and some dogs can get pretty stressed with all of the commotion that happens sometimes, but it doesn't really seem to bother him. So, yeah, he's all around good boy for sure.
Yeah. I don't mean to interrupt, but Marcia said that she doesn't have the screener's info any longer.
Oh, yeah, I can get in touch with that information. Mm-hmm.
And then, okay, so then she asked if you would reach out or whatever, but whatever
Yeah.
it is you're supposed to do, because
Yes.
Molly can find out who the screener was.
Yes.
So,
I can do that for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, and actually, Mr. Hector here, he's around 70 pounds, but he might be a little on the thin side. So he could probably gain a little weight, maybe to 75 or 80 at the most, but still on the smaller end for a Pyrenees.
Other than his size, he looks like a classic Great Pyrenees.
Right, exactly. He's got the Pyrenees blockhead with the golden markings. So yeah, he's a pretty
He is,
special guy.
boy, he sure is handsome, isn't he?
Yes, he's so adorable. We love him here. He's a good one. But yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Diego, he is a nice dog.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got a lot of good-looking dogs here for sure. So,
And where here is the Great Pyrenees Rescue Society.
Yes. Yep, we're located just north of Houston, Texas. So, most of our dogs that are available for rescue are from Texas. Some of them are from the Pacific Northwest, but we do only adopt out the dogs that are in the Pacific Northwest up there. We don't try to send dogs from the Pacific Northwest on another long transport, that kind of thing. So we do have some that are available up in the Pacific Northwest specifically. But most of our dogs, especially the ones here in Texas, like Hector, can go get transported almost anywhere in the continental U.S. So we've got
including the Pacific Northwest.
Right, exactly. Yes. If you're looking up in that area and you want a Texas dog, we can definitely still send them up there. Or if you're in the Pacific Northwest and you want to foster, we do have quite a wide range of a foster network up there as well. So, yeah, it's nice to have our contacts grow that way and kind of be able to go multiple places throughout the country for transport and stuff like that. Because that's been really helpful in saving more lives from the shelters here in Texas, which are overrun every single day with dogs. So,
And even more so than the rest of the country. Texas
right.
is just so big, and shelters are so few.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, Hector's a good one. And everyone is always looking for like those golden retriever mixes and stuff like that. Hector might be the right boy for you because we think he's definitely mixed with some of that. And he's got like the friendly personality. I mean, pretty easygoing. So he'll be a good one. If you want to foster,
He looks like he'll make a great couch potato.
yes, for sure. For sure. And if you're looking for a dog who will lean into you and ask for pets, that's this boy.
Yeah. Now, typically, they don't cuddle per se,
Right.
but you've always got a couple in the crowd that, well, want your lap, and if any part of their body is not in your lap, they'll fix that. All right.
Yeah, there
So,
are exceptions. Yeah.
but
He
but
might be one of
they
them.
there's a difference. But they do snuggle. But there's a difference between cuddle and snuggle. So,
Right.
because if
Yep.
they hear something, boom, they're going to go check it out.
Right. Yep. For sure.
But boy, he's a beautiful dog. So,
Yes, he's a good boy. For sure.
and
And he's into that
his
kitty.
keep in mind, each one of these dogs has their very own web page. And on
Yeah.
their very own web page is where their biographies will be of what they know about them at this time. Okay,
Right.
and if the bio's not there, just keep checking back. They're close, because if you can see them on the web page, that means they're available. Okay,
Right. Right.
and the bio's in process. So,
Yes. And even if
so
the
every
dogs
one of
don't
them.
have, even if they don't have a bio up yet, our director and volunteers here know the dogs very well. So even if we don't have that extra information on them, we do know about the dog to be able to tell you a little bit more about him, so, or her. So if you're interested in a
Mhm.
dog that doesn't have a bio, just submit an application and we'll be able to hopefully give you some more input on those dogs.
Marcia wants to know if you need fosters in Colorado.
That's a great question. I would have to get
That
in
is, I
contact with my
don't know
admin.
that answer. I hope it's yes,
I
because
hope so
the
too.
only Great Pyrenees rescue in Colorado is closed.
Yeah, I
I mean, all
know.
but they still got a few dogs that need to be adopted, but for they're not. There's no intake. There's nothing like that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
but and nobody could get anybody interested in taking it over. So, but
yeah,
so that
yeah,
answer, Marcia, could be yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Big boss lady has spoken. No,
yeah.
sorry. But trust
Unfortunately.
me, Colorado is working on something up there for the Great Pyrenees. Okay,
Hmm.
they
Yeah.
have to,
Yes.
because the Pier Rescue and Sanctuary up there was the only Great Pyrenees rescue in Colorado. Now there are other rescues, Big Tails and Fluffy Paws, whatever the heck they call that cover Colorado. But excuse me, I guess I better shut up now.
No, you're fine. Hector's just loving getting all the pets, so we're good.
Yeah. So moving forward, who do we have next? Because
So we
Hector's
have our
getting too
we
much
have our other
attention.
male up next. His name is Loopy.
Loopy.
Loopy, yes. So he is
Now
our
that's a
other male
goofy
that we're
dog.
featuring today. Yeah, we call him Goofy Loopy. Because he's still a
And
youngin.
now Loopy does have his bio up on his webpage.
Yes, Loopy does. Loopy has been here a little bit longer than some of these other ones, so we have had the chance to do a bio. But I'm gonna go
Well,
run Hector back.
he hasn't been there that much longer because he's young.
I know. Come on.
um, but Loopy, the only reason he didn't get a video is we didn't have enough media, pictures and video clips, and because there's a lot of dogs down there at this headquarters, and we can only feature like 4 and 5 of them at a time in our time frame. And but I can tell you that we are in talks of putting together another Halloween show. If you people, if folks remember right, we go trick or treating with every dog that's in the Halloween show. They go out in the neighborhood and they go trick or treating, and we go along. So it's amazing how they put that together down here at the Great Pyrenees Rescue Society, and they that's really a good thing for the dogs, and we get excited for the going trick or treating with them. So hey, you forgot your dog, Molly.
I know. He's right over here. We're trying to get him to come over here. Loopy.
Okay.
Loopy buddy, come here.
Okay. All right. He's a youngster. He's very. Oh my gosh! Look how beautiful his coat is.
Yeah, he was a little
Oh my
unsure of
gosh! Look at that tail going in circles.
Yeah, he's very excited. He's a happy dog.
Oh boy! Look at that. Oh boy! It didn't take long to warm up, did it?
Hi. No,
Is this
he's
the first time you've met him? Is today the
yeah,
first time you've met him?
yeah. Hi. Hello.
I'm
Yes.
pretty impressed.
Today is day
He's
one.
going to turn up. He wants a belly rub, doesn't he?
I think he wants to play. He's
Oh,
so
that's what it looks
excited.
like. Okay, how old is he? We better touch on that first.
Just over 1.
Thank you. He's a baby puppy.
He
And
is a
he
puppy.
looks like a big puppy.
Yes, he is a big puppy. So he actually, let me get my notes. He's around 60 pounds, maybe 65 now.
Oh, okay.
So
Ain't
he might
that
get a
big.
little bit bigger. Yeah, I know. But yeah, very energetic. He's he loves belly rubs. He loves human affection.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and believe it or not, he was actually picked up as a stray from again the same place where Hector was picked up from, between Austin and Waco. But they think he was born around July of 2024. So just over a year. He's been at headquarters since early August, so going on 2 months. And he is just a very energetic and goofy guy. He loves to play, and he's definitely a little bit more on that confident side, but he will need another playful, energetic dog in the home. Just to help him kind of develop some more manners and stuff like that, because he is getting into those teenage years. But in general, he does love to follow around people for like pets and affection. So once you become friends with him, you better be ready to stay friends, because he's gonna come up to you and say that you should be best friends. So yeah, with new people, he does awesome. Does great. Probably would do best in another home with another female. But we haven't had a chance to fully test with like other large adult males or anything like that. But again, that's on the agenda here for him. Just with the influx of new dogs that we've luckily been able to rescue here, we're just a little bit behind on that testing, but we will know the answer before anybody would adopt someone like Loopy. So,
We've got his webpage. We've got his webpage in the comments if you want to go read more about him.
Yes, yeah. And as you can see, I think the belly rub is the trick to get him to kind of calm down a little bit.
Boy, that sure did work, didn't it?
Yeah. He likes the attention of a good belly rub. So
he may be snoring before you're done with him.
I know, he just might fall asleep.
Wow.
But yeah, as with any new dog or new rescue, it's just gonna take a little bit of acclimation time. Like I said, when he first got in here and walked on the tile, he was a little unsure of it. But as with any rescue, new experiences, just give him a little bit of time and patience, and he'll come around pretty quickly, I think. Isn't that right? So yeah, he's a little bit of a ham for sure. But yeah, I think Loopy is the youngest one out of the bunch that we have today. But his size, he definitely looks like he is more fully grown. So like we said, he might fill out just a little bit more, but I think he's pretty much around where he's going to be.
Okay, hang on just a second here. I got to bring this up.
Yeah.
Skyline, we don't allow spam here, and I'm getting ready to delete your comments and block you. Okay. we don't do this here without you talking to us first. So here we go.
Oh, what was that? So yeah, if you're a family looking for another energetic male, a playful one to add to your pack, I think Loopy might be a good fit. Yeah, isn't that right? Isn't that right? Yeah, he's a happy boy. He definitely has the best tail wag out of all of them so far. Isn't that right? Yeah. He's one too that probably would benefit from a home, like if you have kids, probably older kids, just because he does have so much of that energy. And by older kids, we mean like teenage years and up, probably.
I was going to ask about that because of his energy.
Yeah, I would think on the older kid side, definitely not toddlers, but that doesn't mean we don't.
I don't think he wants to. I don't think he wants to do harm to anybody, but with his energy, he can knock a child over by wagging his tail.
Yeah, he's just happy and excited to see people and get pets and stuff like that. So,
well, he seems to live for his belly rubs, huh?
Yes, yeah, definitely loves the people. Yeah. I'm not sure.
So once again, he can go to a foster home or an adopter. Is that correct?
Yes, for sure.
Okay, good.
For sure, but definitely needs another dog in the home. So foster should probably also have another dog in the home, and same with a potential adopter, just to help with his energy levels. Unless you feel like you want to entertain a 1-year-old puppy. Probably best to get him some help with getting some of that energy out.
Yeah, and the reason they asked for that is the fact that you can't match his energy, humans. All right.
Yes.
They goes and goes and goes and goes. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and those are needs from puppies that have to be met. And, and naturally, we always want to meet their needs, and it just builds a stronger bond. So.
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even Reno likes it. Well, not even.
Yeah.
Reno
He's a good boy.
Yeah.
He's got that nice, long, like fluffy, typical Pyrenees coat. Yeah, he's a gorgeous boy. Yes. And he like
sure is.
He still has kind of like the puppy dog face a little bit. He gives good puppy eyes.
But his helmet head's gone.
It's gone, yeah.
Good. But he still has that little baby face. He may keep that baby face. You never know.
I know. I think he might. I don't know. He sure is cute.
All right. So Great Pyrenees Rescue Society.org. Once again, this is where we are. Well, where Molly is. I'm in Ohio. I'm watching just like you are. All right. But
we've got quite a few dogs here. Quite a few good ones.
Yeah. And next up is, well, it looks like for some folks it's going to be the star of the show.
Yeah. We'll go
Miss
grab
Carlotta.
Yes, we'll grab Miss Carlotta. So here's the okay, come on. I know we gotta go. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, yep. So
I was wondering about that, Dana, with the PACFA rules up there. Because because the GPRS is out of state. So I was wondering about that. And now we know. It's not the fact that GPRS doesn't want fosters. They're not set up to be able to have fosters there. So maybe one day we'll see. Because PACFA may make it next to impossible to set up for out-of-state fosters. I mean, out-of-state rescues that have fosters. I don't know the rules. Dana has more experience with that. So now this next girl, can't wait. I've been waiting. Matter of fact, I'm screwing up here. I can't. Let's just do this. And there she, wow, there she is.
There she is. Yeah.
Wow,
This
wow,
is
wow.
Carlotta. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so she's our big girl of the day. She weighs around 100 pounds, so more typical of your Pyrenees size. She actually gets mistaken a lot for being a boy, just because of her stature and how big she is, but she is indeed a girl. um,
And there you go, Marcia. You get to, why don't you turn her around so
I
Marcia
know,
can
I'm
see
trying. Come here, honey.
you?
Yeah,
Oh,
good job.
she is a big girl, isn't she?
Good job. Yeah, you can sit.
So
You're
I want
fine.
to know about, she likes the car rides, but she's still working on the graceful entry.
I think being able to get into a car, we're still
I
working
know
on.
she embarrasses herself.
Yeah, I think she like tries to jump and probably misses.
Okay, all
I mean
right.
that's a lot of dog to
Well,
keep.
that's a lot of dog there. So, um,
Yeah.
and there's different ways to deal with that depending on the vehicle.
Right. Yes. Yeah. But she's only been at our headquarters for a couple weeks, so we're also still getting to learn a little bit more about her. Um, but so far, everything has been awesome. She's not been too grumpy meeting other dogs.
Wow.
Yeah, very, very friendly with other humans and stuff like that. Again, my first time meeting her, and I could slip the lead right over her, and she came right with me. So, um, good about meeting new people and being friendly that way. Um, but yeah, like I said, she's fairly new, so we're still getting to know a little bit more about her. She was picked up as a stray a few weeks ago from Waco, Texas, and they think
Those
she's
eyes,
around. What's that?
her eyes. Wow, they're
Yeah, yeah.
amazing.
She's got like the droopy pure eyes.
And looks like you can look into her eyes and see her soul.
Yes, she definitely has that type of face for sure. And very like affectionate to where like when she looks at you, she's just like, let's be best friends, let's make a connection, and I want to be your dog.
Wow.
um,
That's
yeah,
good.
she's very sweet. Yeah, yeah. So she was picked up as a stray. They think she's around 2 years old, born in like August of 2023. And we're still getting to know how she is. She does very well on the leash already. In terms of an only dog, that's a great question. I think I would have to ask with some of the volunteers that are a little bit more familiar with her on that.
Right. She
Just
hasn't
because,
been there very long at
yeah,
all. It would be hard to tell at this point.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, so far so good. And we don't get a whole lot of dogs that come to headquarters that are just, I mean, we get a lot of great dogs that are very quickly and easily acclimated, but she has been especially one of those ones that's like your typical easygoing pure.
And it makes you wonder who didn't want this dog.
Exactly. Yeah. And so her paperwork says she's 106 pounds, and I think that's a healthy weight for her. I don't think she should be much more than this. But yeah, so I don't know if she was, a well-fed outdoor dog. I'm not sure. But she was a stray. So we took her in, and she's been a good girl ever since day one. Oh, I don't know why that
Awesome.
happened.
What the heck just happened there?
I don't know. I think it registered a thumbs down somehow. I'm not sure.
Yeah, iPhone does funny things on certain things,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it sends emojis, and it's weird. Apple, keep to yourself. Get back in your own lane.
I know. I don't know what it's picking up on, but
I do not believe somebody sent a thumbs down on her.
no, I don't think so either. She's not a thumbs down dog for sure. She's a
No,
thumbs up.
and I think I think I could safely say she's all Great Pyrenees. Would
I think
you?
so. Yeah, I think so. She's a pretty stereotypical, stunning, all white, beautiful big dog. So
No wonder Marcia's interested in her. Don't forget to handle Marcia.
yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep, we'll definitely touch base. Yeah, she's again like the 3 or 4 others today that we've had. She's a big leaner. She's leaning pretty hard into my leg right now for some affection.
All 106 pounds, huh?
Yes, all 106 pounds. So yeah, and my guess being 2 years old that she probably will get playful at some point. But we'll see. She could just be a little bit more mellow girl.
Maybe.
Yeah, hard to say so far, but all signs are positive so far in terms of other interactions
That's
with people and
awesome.
dogs.
And I have her webpage in the comments, and you
Yeah.
can go read that she has a bio too.
Yeah.
So you can go read a little more about her if there's more questions. But if you're interested, definitely get your application in, because
Yes.
Marcia was interested in Big Red, but she got her app in later, and somebody
Yeah.
had an app in first that also qualified. All right.
Right.
So
Right.
um, but she's already got her app in. But you never know.
Right.
She may be seeing her right now. She said, "Man, a little bigger than I wanted." Nothing wrong with that. It's
Yeah.
okay to say no. All right.
Right. Right.
So
Exactly.
we'd rather have you say no early than
Yeah.
later. Yeah.
Yes,
So,
for
wow.
sure.
What a
We want
girl.
we want all of these to be forever home situations. So
That's
that's why
right.
we take so much time and effort into like the screening and application process, just because we do want to make sure it's a good fit for not only the dog but for your family as well. So
Yep. And they're very good at detecting a good fit. They're
yes.
the best of a lot of the rescues.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they do it, but they're doing a good job at putting the
Yeah.
good fit in. So
Yes. For
they
sure.
also, this is an amazing rescue. Was the amount, the resources this rescue has would blow your mind to help keep the dog in the home. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Because we want it to go smoothly and be as stress free as possible for everyone involved. That doesn't mean it's not going to be stressful at some points, but just being able to have the tools to kind of work through some of that. This rescue is
mhm.
awesome for helping people with that. So,
Yep. And just go slow. And what we
yes,
like to say is go at the dog's pace, not our
right,
pace.
right. Exactly.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah, yeah. And some dogs, like with Miss Carlotta, I think it'll just go a little bit easier just because she's,
I think I think so too. Yes, yes.
just very easy-going and loves people and all that
I
stuff.
think Lou. I think every dog you had here today is going to be an easy dog,
Mm-hmm.
um, including Fran and Jen.
Yep.
You just got to, simply identify and meet the needs of the dog at the time, because they're going
Right.
to have needs early on.
Yes, for
Okay?
sure. And
Well,
I
the rest
think
of their
why,
life. But
yeah, and I think why it went so well with Fran even too was just giving her the space. Like I didn't force her to come to me or
that's
anything
right.
like that. I just
That's
let
right.
her kind of relax in here a little bit, and within 10
Yep.
minutes, she was much more
Yeah.
relaxed. So,
Because you
just
gave
letting,
Fran the ability to walk out to the end of that leash if she wanted
yeah,
to.
yep,
So
exactly.
yeah,
But
but
I
boy,
think,
she is a sweetheart, isn't she? I see what
yeah, I
Marcia's
was gonna say
doing.
she might be falling asleep sitting up here.
Hope she doesn't tip over. Looks like she's tipping over.
If my knee wasn't here, I think she would tip over.
All right.
But yeah,
Okay.
and
So
we got a bunch of
Great
good dogs.
Pyrenees Rescue Great Pyrenees Rescue Society.org. Are you done with your notes?
Yes, done with my notes. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's do. Oh, now we can't do anything. She's down.
I know. She wants,
Look
yeah.
at that level of comfort now.
She looks like she wants to get some belly rubs.
And you just witnessed Molly creating a comfort zone for her to be able to do that. You just met
Yeah.
her, didn't you?
Yes, I did just meet her when I brought her in
Yeah.
here. So she's a good
That's going
dog.
to be.
Good girl.
She's going to make one great dog for somebody.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes,
Yeah.
Marcia, Hector does look amazing as well.
Yeah.
All these choices makes it hard for you, doesn't it?
It
It would
does.
me.
I
So,
know. Now I just need
so
50 acres so I can keep rescuing all the dogs too. Because there's so
yeah,
many
that's
good
a lot of
ones.
fence. That's a lot of fence to put up.
I know, that's true. Maybe just 10 acres of fence.
Yeah, look at her. She's just amazing. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's beautiful. She's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Yes.
Who didn't
Very
want that dog?
beautiful.
I mean,
I know. It's so
geez.
crazy. All of these dogs
No,
are, yeah,
yeah. Now,
it's
always
amazing.
remember, not all dogs that come into rescues are strays. All right, there
Right.
are situations where the folks have to go into hospice care for whatever the reason, or somebody dies, whatever. But the other numbers far exceed those. The ones
Yeah.
that just are strays, or they just want to get rid of them because they got too big. Always remember, this is a giant breed. They're going to get
Right.
big. Okay?
Yes.
Um, that's a joke. I'm not downgrading anybody. Right?
Yeah.
But that is something that the rescues here it got too big.
Yep.
We had one time a few years back, 10 weeks old, and they'd lost control of a puppy, biting everybody.
Ooh.
The puppy wasn't biting, the puppy was mouthing for attention.
Yeah.
I couldn't keep
Yeah.
that dog in his home. I didn't want to keep that dog in his home. Whenever I do some behavior work, I do an assessment. And part of the assessment is the home right for this dog.
Right.
And if it can it be made correct? My job is keep the dogs in their homes. And sometimes I'll make the recommendation, better go pick your dog up. I don't think this is going to work out. And it's nothing against anybody. It's
Right.
just if it's not fit, there doesn't have to be a blame. Okay.
Yes. Yep.
So not everything has blame. So,
Right.
and I'm not out there to judge anybody. That's not what I do. I suck as a judge. Anyway, but yeah, she sure is a sweetheart. Look at her.
Yeah, she
So
is.
now we've only got 6 minutes, so we're not going to be able to bring a J pup up.
No, unfortunately.
I had a conspiracy going on, and we was going to try if we had enough time. Some of you remember the J litter that was born right there.
Mhm.
Right there at GPRS Headquarters. We're going to bring one of them up just to make an appearance, but we ran out of time.
Yeah, maybe next time. Hopefully the pups get adopted by the time I come back. But
Now, hopefully none are there anymore. That's right.
yeah, there are still quite a few puppies here.
Yeah. All right. So
So,
okay. What a day. What
yeah,
good dogs have we seen? I mean,
I
look at these dogs.
know. I know they're
This
all
is
so
I can't
great.
stress enough. Molly just met Carlotta.
Yeah.
And Carlotta seems to kind of like getting her butt rubbed.
Yeah. She likes the butt rub. She likes the head rubs. She likes the belly rubs.
Yeah.
We're trying to get some good photos for her bio. Yeah.
Yeah, that must have been Christine, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta show off. We gotta show off how beautiful she is. It's hard to see sometimes.
Well, I can get screenshots out of this video, right?
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's going to have your name in there and stuff. So it's probably better just take pictures.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we'll call it a day.
I think so.
And thank you for going back down to headquarters and showing off these amazing dogs.
Yes. Of course, they're great. They're good dogs. So just make sure you get your application.
Oh, by the way, you have a new foster, two new fosters, don't you? We featured one of her fosters. What, last week?
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah, but now she's got another new foster.
We do.
And we're going to pretty soon. You said next month, which ain't that far away.
No, yeah.
You're going to feature Ladybug, huh?
Yeah, yes. And Ladybug actually came in with Jen, who we featured today. So Ladybug and Jen were friends. Yeah, so we'll get to meet Ladybug in the next couple weeks.
Now on next week's show, we've got putting together. Some of you remember a Utah dog that we had on. Beautiful, beautiful badger. In fact, his video was in the countdown timers. His name's Peanut. We're going to bring him on. And because we got a lot of good updated information on him now. He had some what appeared to be separation anxiety, and that's never fun. Okay. So it turns out it wasn't. So we got updates on what's going on there, and he's available for adoption, and he's with the Great Pyrenees Rescue Resources, Utah, Montana. That's still a mouthful, but we're gonna have Peanut back on for an update, and we're gonna try to get another Utah dog on by the name of Delilah. but we got to coordinate with the co-host for that for next week first on Delilah. But anyway, we've already got next week's show in the works. So
Perfect.
yeah,
Sounds
and
great.
Roman will be back eventually. Roman's been pretty busy, and that's why he's been missing in action.
Mm.
But and plus we had a lot of dogs today. We didn't need him.
Yeah, yeah, there's plenty of dogs here.
All right, everybody. Well, it's raining out here in Ohio. And fortunately, my dogs don't like the rain, so they came in, but I'm not sure about Austin. He may still be out there, but we'll
I
find
see.
out. So that's it for today. We'll see you next week.
All right.
And I can't wait to meet Molly's ladybug when she brings her on.
Yeah.
And if you remember right, she's got a dog they nicknamed Hamish.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
Yep.
a Saint
I'm
Bernard
also
mix.
available. Yep.
Yep,
Yep.
and
And
he's a big goofball too.
he sure is. Yeah. Yeah. But they're both good. Yeah. We've got two good fosters. And again, there's so many other dogs here at headquarters and with other fosters. So there's no shortage of rescue dogs with GPRS.
There is not, or with
Yeah.
any other rescue for that matter. So,
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah,
all
for
right,
sure.
everybody. Bye. See you
All
next
right.
week.
Bye.